So we take our right hand, make it into a fist, representing power. Taking our left hand, bringing our fingers together, friendship, tucking the thumb, humility. And then fist into the palm, and we say welcome. Good to see everyone. All right. Deep breathing to get us started. Standing in the Wuji position, we're going to feet shoulder hip distance apart, nice gentle bend in the knees, tucking in the tailbone. Head is lifted by the silk thread. Make sure you have that space in between your feet. So you should have a minimum of 2 fist distance between your feet. If you're standing narrower than that, you're top heavy. So make sure your feet are wide enough, at least 2 fist distance between your feet. Okay? It's a nice wide base to stand in. All right, deep breathing from the belly. Inhale the hands up. And then exhale, relax the hands down. Inhale. And exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Push the hands in front of us next. Inhale to the heart. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Big, deep belly breath in. Long, slow breath out. Inhale. And exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Arms over the head next. Inhale to the heart, pushing up on the hands, pushing down on the feet simultaneously. Inhale and exhale. Big, deep belly breath in. Long, slow breath out. Pardon me. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Arms to the side. Inhale to the heart and exhale, pushing the palms out, fingertips up. Inhale and exhale. Big, deep belly breath in and long, slow breath out. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Giving a big hug. Inhale the arms up. Keep inhaling the arms open. Exhale, pushing the hands together. Keep exhaling. Relax the hands down. Inhale. And exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Arms in the diagonals. Inhale to the heart. Left hand up, right hand down. Exhale. Keep that upper body straight. Inhale to the heart. And exhale, right hand up and left hand down. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale to the heart. And exhale, relax the hands down. Flap the arms like bird wings. Thank you guys for helping out. Big, deep belly breath in. And then long, slow breath out. Slower is better. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And lastly, gathering chi. Big, deep belly breath in. And then long, slow breath out. Inhale. Nice and easy. And exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. And there you go. That's all of our deep breathing exercises. Everybody good? So when you're standing, make sure you have at least that 2 fist distance between your feet. Try and stand a little wider. It's going to give you more stability, less chance to fall. Excellent. Good job. One thing I wanted to share with you guys. So this week, this happened to me in 2 different classes, twice this week in 2 different classes. People said they essentially they did the deep breathing like we just did, but they did it for meditation. Both people said they woke up in the middle of the night, 2 o'clock or so, and couldn't get back to sleep. And they used the deep breathing. Next thing they knew, it was morning time. 2 separate people told me that. So if you're having trouble sleeping, which sometimes happens, right? Try some deep breathing. And what happens is our mind is made to think, right? So we think about what we have to do the next morning or the next afternoon or something like that. Try and erase that from your mind. Just bring yourself back to the breathing. You may think, oh, I have to do this with the car. No, not thinking about that. It'll still be there in the morning, right? So you just keep bringing yourself back to doing the deep breathing. And for those of you that have been here on a Friday when we do meditation, one gentleman, he's actually in my Parkinson's class down in Crestwood. He said he does relax the feet, relax the legs, relax the hips. Next thing he wakes up, it's morning time. So use that deep breathing to help you sleep. It'll help you, okay? All right. Guys excited? Yeah. All right. It's either that or dad jokes, so you better get excited, right? All right. So warm-up exercises. From that Wuji position, float the hands up in front of us. Hands to the chest, tucking in the chin, looking straight ahead. Hands come out, chin gently floats up. And then we sink the chin down to the chest. Again, we float the hands up in front of us. Hands to the chest, tucking in the chin. Feel that stretch on the back of the neck. Hands come out, chin gently floats up, and sink the chin down to the chest. One more time, we float the hands up in front of us, tucking in that chin, keeping the chin level, looking straight ahead. Hands come out, chin gently floats up, and then we sink the chin down to the chest. Beautiful. Next neck exercise, we're going to look side to side. Make sure you're standing in that Wuji position. Got plenty of space between your feet. Always make it your muscle memory to stand that way. Keep standing wide. I'm sorry? Oh, okay. Prayer hand position, Tai Chi ball, right hand is on top. Watch the left hand going over the left shoulder, looking left, pushing down simultaneously on the right. And then we come back to center, prayer hand position. Tai Chi ball, left hand is on top. Watch the right hand going over the right shoulder, looking right, pushing down on the left. And then we come back to center. Right hand's on top. Left hand, left shoulder, looking left, pushing down on the right. Come back to center. Prayer hands, left hand's on top. Right hand, right shoulder, looking right, pushing down on the left. And then we come back to center. Make sure you're turning that neck. Right hand's on top, left hand, left shoulder, looking left, pushing down right, turning the neck, feeling the stretch. Come back to center. Right hand, or I'm sorry, left hand is on top. Watch the right hand going over the right shoulder, turning the neck, feeling the stretch. And then we come back to center, come back to prayer hands, and relax the hands down. Forward shoulder circles, bring the shoulders back and then up, then forward and down. Shoulders back, up, forward, and down. One more time, shoulders back, up, forward, and down. Now, reverse. Shoulders forward, up, back, and down. Try and keep your hands down to the sides, forward, up, back, and down. One more time, forward, up, back, and down. Excellent. Gathering chi gently, reaching for infinity. So from that Wuji position, we're gently reaching out, reaching up, opening, expanding the body. And then relax the hands down. Again, gently reaching out, reaching up. Feel the stretch in the elbow and the shoulder, even the back and the chest. And then relax the hands down. One more time, make sure you're standing wide. Gently reaching out, reaching up, and relax the hands down, nice and slow. Beautiful. Next, we're going to touch heaven and earth. So from the prayer hand position, left hand goes up, right hand pushes down, floating the head towards the ceiling. Come back to center, looking straight ahead, right hand up, left hand down, gently stretching the spine. And come back to center. Keep the upper body nice and straight. Left hand up, right hand down, stretching the spine, looking straight ahead. Come back to center. Right hand up, left hand down, gently stretching the spine. And come back to center. One more time. Left hand up, right hand down, stretching the spine. Come back to center. Right hand up and left hand down, gently stretching the spine. Come back to center. Come back to prayer hands and relax the hands down. All right, carrying the ball side to side, not moving the hips, moving the belly button from the left side to the right side without moving the hips. All right? Prayer hand position, Tai Chi ball, left hand is on top. Gently turn to the left. Stay on that left side, turning the ball over, right hand's on top, and then gently turn back to the right. Stay on the right side, turning the ball over, left hand's on top. Come back to prayer hands for a second and relax the hands down. So we talked about last week, try to keep your elbow up as you do this. So I'm not carrying your elbow down here, but I carry my elbow just below the shoulder, okay? This takes a lot more muscles to do than this. This also helps the back, okay? So try and carry your elbow up. So as I'm going left, keep that elbow up and then right elbow up as I move to the right, okay? So prayer hand position, Tai Chi ball, left hand's on top. Check where that left elbow is. Is that where you want it to be? Gently turn to the left. Turning the ball over, right hand's on top. Check that elbow once again, and then gently turn to the right. We turn the ball over, left hand's on top. Left hand is on top. Gently turn to the left. Keep that elbow up. And then we turn the ball over, right hand's on top. Check that elbow again and gently turn to the right. One more time. Turning the ball over, left hand's on top. Gently turn to the left. And then we turn the ball over, right hand's on top, and gently turn to the right. And then we turn the ball over, we come back to center and relax the hands down. Excellent. All right. One more exercise standing if you're able to, and then we'll take a break and get in our chairs. All right. So this is a leg strengthening exercise. So keep your knee bent, keep your body straight. Also work on trying to keep that foot relaxed so your toes aren't grabbing at the ground. You kind of push the instep down on the ground, kind of flattens the toes out a little bit. Much easier to stay balanced when we're relaxed, okay? Use your chairs, stay safe. Weight shifts to the left, a bend in the left knee, right foot, cat stance. Tap right toe to the front of us, empty. And cat stance. Tap the right foot to the side, empty. And cat stance. And then tap the right toe behind us. Keep plenty of space between the feet when you do this. Try and look straight ahead if you can also. All these instructions. Come back to the cat stance. And back to Wu Ji. Go ahead and use that chair if you need to. Weight shift to the right, bend in the right knee, left foot, cat stance. Tap the left foot to the front, empty. And cat stance. Tap the left foot to the side. Keep all your weight right, tapping the left foot to the side. And cat stance. And then tap left foot behind us, keeping plenty of space between the feet. And cat stance. And then back to Wu Ji. Awesome. Isn't that fun? All right. So let's have a seat. We'll do some seated exercises. All right. Excuse me. Good clean living. All right. When we sit Tai Chi style, we sit up on the edge of the chair. So we're not leaning back on the chair, using the remote or using our recliner. Try and sit up on the edge of the chair, feet flat on the floor, 90-degree bend between the upper and the lower leg. So our knee stays over our ankle. Rock forward on the pelvic bone. A lot of us have a tendency to rock backwards, then have back problems. So try and rock forward on that pelvic bone. Head is lifted by the silk thread, so that gives us a good straight body posture. We're strengthening our core exercise, our core muscles when we do this, all right? All right, hip exercise. To start with, we're gonna bring our leg out to the side, but I want you to try and keep your knee above your ankles. So not doing this, not doing this, not doing this, but you're doing this. And that's gonna help concentrate the stretch, okay? So turn to the right-hand side of your chair. If you have trouble doing both the hands and the legs, do just the legs first. When you get the legs down, then end the hands, okay? All right, prayer hand position. Gently push against the right wall and open up that left leg simultaneously. Keep the knee above the ankle. And then come back to center. Push against the right wall, open up the left leg. Feel the stretch in the hip. And relax. Come back to center, whatever I mean. One more time, push against the right wall, open up the left leg. It's just words, right? Feel that nice stretch in the hip. And then come back to center, relax the hands down. Other side, weight shifts to the left. Oh, I'm sorry. Shift in the chair to the left. I'm going to learn how to speak English by next week, all right? I'm going to try my best. Prayer hand position. Push against the imaginary left wall and open up the right leg, keeping the knee above the ankle. And then come back to center. Push against the left wall, open up the right leg. Feel that nice stretch in the hip. And come back to center. One more time, push against the left wall, open up the right leg, feel that nice stretch. And then we come back to center, relax the hands down and turn back in your chair to center. Shake those legs loose. You actually just a little bit below the shoulder. So your elbow and your hand stay just a little bit below the shoulder. So I'm not doing this where I feel stress in my shoulder. I'm doing this. So the upper hand is here and the lower hand, the hand is right underneath the elbow. Okay? Easy way to do that is just reach your hand out, shoulder height. And then if you're able to turn the palm out, your hand is exactly where it needs to be at that point. And then the other hand comes underneath. But make sure that you're doing what you want with the legs first. The hands are secondary, but the legs, you want to keep those hips loose. They found people that when people's hips tighten up, they find they don't have as good of balance. And so doing that exercise keeps our hips loose. So don't worry about what you're doing with the hands at first. Make sure you get the feet right and then worry about the hands. Okay? All right. Next exercise, 2 motions with the leg. This is again for the hips. We're going to lift the leg up, pull the knee up towards the chest, keep the back straight as you do this, and then we're going to push the foot down like you're trying to drive your foot down through the floor, okay? Again, keeping the back straight as you do that, okay? All right, starting with the left side, lift the left leg up, hands behind us, keep the back straight, keep the body straight, and relax. Hands in front of us, push down on the left foot, hard as you can. Push, 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 and relax. Pause for 1 second. I'll give you a hint on this one. As you lift the knee, think that you're kind of gently lifting the head at the same time, and that will help you keep the back straight. That'll help you from doing this or doing this, okay? So lift the left leg up, gently lift the head up at the same time. Feel that nice stretch. And relax. Hands in front of us, push down on the left foot, hard as you can. Push, 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 and relax. One more time, lift that left leg up, hands behind us, keep the back straight. Don't forget to smile. And relax. Hands in front of us, push down on the left foot, hard as you can. Push, 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 and relax. Same thing, other side. Lift the right leg up. Keep the back straight. Keep the body straight. And relax. Hands in front of us. Push down on the right foot. Hard as you can. Push, push, push. And relax. Lift the right leg up. Hands behind us. Keep the back straight. And relax. Hands in front of us, push down on the right foot, hard as you can, push, 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 and relax. One more time, lift the right leg up, hands are behind us, keep that back straight, and relax. Hands in front of us, push down on the right foot, hard as you can, and relax. And then shake those legs loose. Good job. When you're doing that exercise, try and lift the knee up just a little higher each time if you can. But keep your body nice and straight, so don't lift up the leg and start leaning to the side. Make sure you keep that body nice and straight and try and lift up that leg just a little more each time, and that'll help you, okay? Here's my ride. Oh, he's leaving, what? All right. Heel kick next. 4 motions with the leg. Picking the leg up, kicking the leg out. I'm pushing out on my heel, up on my toe, lifting the leg up. Don't forget that step. And then floating the foot to the ground. Don't just drop the foot to the ground, float the foot to the ground, all right? Keep the back straight, keep the body straight. If you're able to, punch out the opposite hand, and of course, smile. I didn't ask for questions. Smile as much as you can. Just if I just drop my foot, I'm not using any muscle control. If I slowly float the foot to the ground, then I'm using muscle control. Uh, Occasionally that happens. It's similar to like if you're standing in front of a chair, you can let your body collapse and just kind of fall into the chair. That doesn't take much muscle control. But if you slowly bring yourself into that chair, that takes a lot more muscle control. So practice doing that and then practice standing up nice and slow also. Takes a lot more muscle control to do that. Okay? Good question. Good question. All right. Sitting up nice and straight and tall, picking up the left leg, heel kick left, punch out right fist. Pick up that left leg, let it hover there, and then float the foot to the ground. Pick up the right leg, heel kick right, punch out the left fist. And then pick up the right leg and float the foot to the ground. Pick up the left leg, heel kick left, punch out, right fist. Pick up that left leg, float the foot to the ground. Pick up the right leg, heel kick right, punching out left fist. And then pick up the right leg and float the foot to the ground. One more time each side. Sitting up nice and straight and tall. Resist that urge to kind of crunch the back a little bit. Keep sitting up nice and straight and tall. Pick up the left leg, heel kick left, punch out right fist. Pick up that left leg and float the foot to the ground. Pick up the right leg, heel kick right, punch out the left fist. And then pick up that right leg, let it hover, and then float the foot to the ground. Shake those legs loose. Good job. I give you trouble about asking questions, but anybody is allowed to ask questions. And I like questions like that because if we know why we're doing something, we're more likely to do it. So when our knees up, we're like, it doesn't matter. I don't have to do that slow. It's like, oh, I'm helping build my muscles. That makes more sense. So now I'll work on doing that a little slower. So it's part of what I talk about. There's a yin and yang with Tai Chi. It's the physical exercise, but it's knowing why we're doing the exercise we're doing will make us a lot more likely to do it. Okay? Yes, sir. Yes. Exactly. Exactly. And when we go slow, like if I do a punch really fast and come back, but if I really study how I do that punch by going slow and then bringing the punch out fast, if I ever have to do it a little faster, I can do it much faster because I know exactly what to do and I don't use bad body mechanics at that point. That's why the Chinese say you practice everything slow. So if you need it fast, you can use it fast. But right now, if you're kind of in your infancy with Tai Chi, if you ever get attacked in a parking lot, you just go, hey, I know Tai Chi, but you just got to go slow, right? So if you attack me, just attack me real slow, and then I'll be fine and I can kick your butt. So kidding about that. Don't do that. All right, so we're going to do a toe kick next. Same thing, now pointing the toe forward instead of pointing the toe up. Everything else is still the same, okay? Hands loosely gripped at the belt line. Pick up the left leg, toe kick left, punch out right fist. Pick up that left leg and float the foot to the ground. Pick up the right leg, toe kick right, punch out left fist. And then pick up the right leg and float the foot to the ground. Pause for just 1 second. So this is only for some of you. Make sure that you have your body mechanics right when you do this. However, if you do, You can use this exercise similar to gathering chi when we're reaching for infinity and we open and expand the body. And then the next exercise, we touch heaven and earth. And again, we open up our body vertically. So if you want to open up the hips and the leg, you can use this exercise. So when you kick out, you kind of gently push out. You leave the bend in your knee, but you try and increase the distance between your toe and your hip. So you're kind of stretching that leg just a little bit. And sometimes that rigid feeling you feel, age has something to do with it. Parkinson's has a lot to do with it. But sometimes that helps open up the hips and the knees and everything. You just be very gentle with it, but you're just trying to stretch a little bit without locking the knee out. Okay? So if you want to try that, go ahead. And if that's too much to think about right now, then just you can do that later, okay? So sitting up nice and straight and tall, pick up the left leg, toe kick left, giving you a chance to kind of stretch that leg a little bit, and then pick up that left leg, float the foot to the ground. Pick up the right leg, toe kick right, stretching that leg a little bit if you want, and then pick up the right leg and float the foot to the ground. Pick up the left leg, toe kick left, punch out, right fist, stretch that leg, come back to center, relax, pick up the right leg, toe kick right, punch out the left leg, stretching that leg, and then pick up the right leg and float that foot to the ground. Shake those legs loose. Good job. Stretching, opening up that body can help you with that rigidity that you feel sometimes. You doing all right? Okay, be careful with it, all right? That's how you take the brace off, so. All right, let's do an ankle exercise. So stand if you're able to. All right, make sure you're in that Wuji position. Make sure you're standing wide. We're going to do our ankle exercises. Weight shift. Pause 1 second. I'm going to make sure you have a chair to this side of you. I want you to stay safe, all right? Excellent. Thank you. All right. So, ankle exercises. Weight shifts to the right. Get all the weight on that right. Bend in the right knee. Left foot. Touch heel and toe. Heel and toe. Heel, toe, heel, toe. Don't move the leg, move the ankle. Heel, toe, heel, and toe. Then shift all your weight to the left. Use that chair if you need to. Right foot, touch heel and toe. Heel and toe. Heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe. One more time, heel and toe. And come back to center. Now, honestly, I'd like to see several of you in this room get a little better with that exercise, okay? According to a movement disorder specialist, Parkinson's shows up first, usually in the ankles and the wrist. So it's really important to keep those ankles flexible and strong. And this is a really good exercise to keep those ankles flexible and strong, all right? So work with that exercise a little bit every day, touching heel and toe, heel and toe. And you want this kind of flexibility in your ankle if you can make that, all right? It happens gradually. It happens over time. So, I mean, it's not going to work tomorrow because you did it today 3 different times. Yes, sir. Yes, definitely the wrist movement. It's really, yeah, kind of flex those wrists, like do maybe wrist circles is a really good thing. There's a hand exercise I've been doing a little bit. That helps. Keeping the wrist flexible like this is really helpful. I'm sorry. Yeah. Yep. Yes, definitely helps strengthen the wrist and helps with the flexibility. You want to make sure, again, you do the ankles first, then the wrist, because the ankles are responsible for your balance. If your ankles aren't flexible, if you step on something like the cracks in the sidewalk that never line up here in St. Louis because of the trees growing under them. So the crack in the sidewalk does this. So you step on a crack and you do this. If you don't have flexible ankles, you'll just fall over, right? We don't want you to do that, right? We want to keep that flexibility in the ankles. So let's do that heel toe exercise once again. Weight shift to the right, bend in the right knee, left foot touch heel. And now try and pull that toe to the knee and then touch the toe. Try and straighten that ankle out. And then touch the heel and the toe. Touch heel and toe one more time. You're stretching that ankle, touch heel and toe. Then shift weight left, bend in the left knee, right foot, touch heel, pull that toe towards the knee, touch the toe, you're straightening the leg out. Touch the heel and the toe. When you touch the toe, you should feel that stretch over the front of the leg here. Touch heel and toe, heel, toe. It sounds like a country western dance, right? Heel and toe. And back to center. Second ankle exercise. Weight shift to the right, left foot, touch little toe, and then big toe. Outside and inside, little toe and big toe, outside and inside. Then shift weight left, bend in the left knee, right foot, touch little toe, and then big toe. Outside, inside, little toe, big toe, or corn, and then bunion. And back to center. There you go. All right. That was supposed to be funny, by the way. All right. See how you guys are. Let's do another standing exercise. You good? All right. Yeah, he screwed up the chair, so it's right behind you, so be careful. So we're going to do a forward backward hip exercise. I really like this one for my Parkinson's friends. So I'm touching the heel in front of me, touching the toe behind me. If I look at this from the side, I keep my body straight. I touch heel, I touch toe, doesn't matter. I keep my body straight. When I start out, I keep the heel and toe in close, and as I get better, I can extend out further and still keep that good posture, okay? Looking at it from this perspective, as I touch the toe behind me, make sure that you're stepping wide. Don't step onto a balance beam, step wide. You want it in your muscle memory. When you step back, you immediately step wide, okay? Try and keep all your weight on one leg. And then one more thing for my Parkinson's friends. I have all my classes do this, but especially my Parkinson's friends. As you transition between heel and toe, work on lifting the knee, touching the toe, lifting the knee, touching the heel. We want you in the habit of lifting those knees, okay? That's it. 20 things simultaneously. Easy peasy, right? Weight shift to the right. Use your chair if you need to. Empty left heel. Hands behind us. And then you lift the knee as you transition. Empty left toe. Hands in front of us. Keep all your weight right. Use your chair if you need to. Lifting the knee. Empty on the heel. Lifting the knee. Empty on the toe. One more time. Lifting the knee. Empty on the heel. It's going to challenge your balance a little more. That's okay. That's why we're here, right? Lifting the knee, empty on the toe. And come back to center. Weight shift that way to the left. Right foot, empty heel, hands behind us. Lifting the knee, empty toe, hands in front of us. Lifting the knee, empty on the heel. And then lifting the knee, empty on the toe. One more time, lift the knee, empty heel, and then lifting the knee, empty on the toe. And come back to center. Beautiful, nice. That's a good exercise to do in the kitchen because you make sure you get to the kitchen every day, right? So use that kitchen counter. Hold on to that kitchen counter and touch heel and toe, and then turn around and hold on to the kitchen counter and touch heel and toe. Real easy to do. You make sure you make it by the kitchen, so there's another good thing to do, right? All right, let's have a seat. Let's do a couple more seated exercises before the day ends. By the way, a success story, and this is my father-in-law. Uh, so my mother-in-law passed away January 10th of last year. And we all went over to be with her on her final day. And we were talking, and my father-in-law had said he had fallen like 3 times in the past month. He hadn't hurt himself, but he'd fallen like 3 times. Of course, that raised a red flag with me. So after my mother-in-law passed away, I talked to my sisters because he's living at my one sister-in-law's house. I said, you know, I'm starting a Tai Chi class real close by. We ought to see if we can get Pops to go to that class. So he'd done Tai Chi before, so he thought it was a good idea. So he started on January, it was right around January 5th, he started doing Tai Chi. He has not fallen since then. So he had fallen 3 times in a month. He started doing Tai Chi, hasn't fallen since then. And he's still doing Tai Chi twice a week. So it really does work. It really is a good balance exercise, okay? All right, let's do a few more exercises before the day's over. Sitting up nice and straight and tall, we're going to turn gently to the left side like you're spinning around your spinal cord, not forcing anything. Nice gentle stretch. You come back to the center and you pause in the center because you want this to be the feeling of normal, and then you're going to turn to the right, and again turning around that spinal cord. All right, if you're able to raise your head over your hands over your head, even better. Learn English sooner or later. All right, interlocking the fingers together, bringing the hands up over the head as long as that's comfortable for you. I'm turning to the left. I'm not straining, but I feel a gentle stretch in the torso. I pause there for a moment, and then I come back to center. Pause in the center, and then to the right. Turning, feeling the stretch in the torso, and then come back to center. Turning to the left, feel the stretch in the torso, and come back to center. Pause, and then to the right. Feeling that stretch in the torso. One more time. We're going to wait just a little longer this time. So we turn to the left. Feel that stretch in the torso, not leaning, staying nice and straight. And then we come back to the center and pause. And then we turn to the right, rotate to the right. Feel that stretch in the torso as you do this. And then we come back to center and relax the hands down. Beautiful. One more, or one thing about the Chinese stretch different than us Americans do, okay? And I think it's much more effective. Americans, they don't do it as much, but like when we were younger, they did it a lot. They'll have you turn and they'll have you kind of bounce the body to get a better stretch. That's a really bad idea. It's a good way to tear a muscle or a ligament or something like that. The way the Chinese do it is you turn until you feel a stretch, and then you try to breathe relaxation into those muscles that are stretching. You just hold that position and try and breathe some relaxation into those muscles. I think that's a much more effective way and an easier way to do a stretch, so you're not constantly forcing those muscles, okay? So try and do that. So we're going to do one more exercise. We're going to go side to side. And again, you're going to feel a stretch right here in the side. Don't force anything. Don't bounce. Just go till you feel a stretch and hold it there, and just try and relax that area with a couple of deep breaths. Okay? Okay? All right. Interlocking the fingers together. Don't look at him like that. Hands up over the head. And then we lean to the left. Feel the stretch in the torso. Hold that for a minute and then come back to center and pause. And then we lean to the right. Again, feeling that stretch in the torso. This helps with that rigidity. Come back to center. We lean to the left, trying to get that spinal cord a little bit more flexible. Come back to the center, pause, and then lean to the right. And come back to center. One more time, we lean to the left. Stay in your chair, don't fall out of your chair. Come back to center, pause, and then lean to the right. Nobody here is Eileen, right? Oh, come on, that was funny. Come back to center, relax the hands down. Awesome. That's a good place. Pardon me? It reminds me of the Jimmy Buffett song. If you ever heard the song Fins. So, all right. Excuse me. Sorry, still recovering. Let's do our cool down exercises. So first, lightly punch or slap inside of the arms and then the outside of the arms. This helps build bone marrow strength. Inside of the other arm and outside of the arm. Then punch that tailbone. Slap or punch the tailbone. This is good for your blood pressure, good for your circulation of your spinal fluid, and if it applies, it's also good for your prostate health. All right? Next, punch the legs. Slap or punch the legs. You got a lot of working on your legs today. Next, tighten up all those muscles in the body and relax. Tighten up the muscles and relax. One more time, tighten up the muscles and relax. And then gather chi. Big, deep belly breath in and long, slow breath out. Inhale and exhale. One more time, inhale and exhale. Take your right hand, making a fist. Left hand, bring the fingers together, tucking in the thumb, fist into the palm, and we say welcome.